What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 24 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we're going to be going over and breaking down the best free 97 overall Infinite Flux shifter players to add to your MUT 24 squad and talk about exactly what it is that they do and how they can boost your overall. Let's go ahead and jump right on into the video. We're going to start with how you can earn this pack and the decisions that you can make once you earn this pack. So it's going to be rewarded 3 different times in the Infinite Flux Field Pass. The first time is achievable right now at level 6. You're going to get a pack that lets you pick either a 97 overall BND shifter player, or you have the option to get 40,000 coins. Now, honestly, before we break down the cards, I would take the 40 coins almost every single time. And because I'm extremely good at math and you can earn this pack 3 times, you got a free 120,000 coins coming your way if you go that route. Now, this is a 2-part promo, so you're not going to be able to get all 3 packs today. But again, level 6 pack you can unlock right now. The second time you're going to get it is at level 10, and then the third time you're going to get it is all the way down here at level 14. I haven't done the math completely, but if I had to assume, you can probably get to level 10 right now. Level 14 is going to be a bit of a stretch, and there is a possibility that we might get more players in part 2 of this promo. So if you want to hold on to any of the packs that you earn right now and see if it updates when part 2 drops a week from today, that wouldn't be a bad decision at all. So if you don't want to take the coins, and this is speaking after part 1 in case you're watching this video a little bit later, the 3 players that you have to choose from are going to be Quay Walker, Justin Fields, and Kobe Bryant, but within that pack, each player, all 3 players, have 3 different types of cards, and those cards all do different things. So we have skilled players, motivator players, and specialist players, and if you look at the bottom left of the card art, that's what signifies it, right? You can see it says specialist here. So let's talk about all 3 types and all 3 players. Number 1, we have the specialist player. Now, the specialist player is going to give you a discounted ability bucket. Here are the attributes on the card. The attributes here are going to be the same on the motivator cards as well. And if you go into the discounted ability buckets, some of them actually aren't that bad. The only problem is, unless you're rocking a theme team, I don't really want you putting a 96 speed cornerback out on the field at this point of the year, because they're just going to be moving a little bit too slow. That and the fact that he only has 88 man coverage. Now, this is a zone corner archetype here, and his abilities that he's going to get a discount are going to be for a zone scheme, so you don't want to put him in man anyway. And normally this would be a solid ability setup, right? You'd get pick artist for 0 AP, and then you get those same buckets a second time, deep out zone KO for 1 AP. Not a bad combination at all, but again, unless you just recently got the game, you don't really want to be putting a 96 speed cornerback out on the field. So for that reason, I would probably stay away from the specialist card when it comes to Kobe Bryant. Quay Walker isn't terrible, 94 speed, a little bit slow, right? Very similar to 97 overall team of the year Fred Warner, 86 block shed, 97 hit power, 86 zone, 96 tackle. The strength is a little bit low there. The problem with this card, and we'll take a look at his discounted ability buckets, but the problem with this is that we have so many good middle linebackers in the game right now that good abilities. This one, because his attributes are low, probably isn't worth it. But this is a good budget version of a middle linebacker or a user that gets lurk artist for 0 AP, and then you can get mid zone KO for 1 AP. There's a couple people out there that get both of these together for 0, including Season 6 Field Pass reward Bobby Wagner, which you can not only earn for free, but also upgrade to a 99 overall, and he's going to get the same ability setup, as I said, for 0 AP. So if you need 1 middle linebacker, that's the route that you're going to want to go. If you need 2 of them, maybe you can take a look at this card, but I still think unless it's not on a theme team, or I should say unless it is on a theme team, you're going to want to stay away from this one just for the fact that he has that 94 speed. And sadly, that's going to be the same case here with the Justin Fields card. In quarterbacks, you're going to need 3 discounted ability buckets, and he's simply just not going to get those. Attributes, not terrible, 96 speed. The short throw, mid throw, deep throw all hit the thresholds. Like, he actually has good attributes, but when it comes down to the discounted abilities here, this is what you have to choose from. Jukebox, roaming Deadeye, and set feet lead. So you can get one of those in one bucket, one in the other. Jukebox and set feet lead isn't bad here, but you're going to have to spend the 2 AP for Gunslinger, and if you're not rocking, or if you don't want a Hot Route Master, Hot Route Master or Master Tactician quarterback, it's actually not that bad, because you can go Gunslinger, Jukebox, and set feet lead, and you're looking at a total of 3 AP. So if you're a Bears fan looking for a theme team quarterback, probably not a terrible option for you. And if you were going to pick a specialist player, Justin Fields, in my opinion, is going to be the best one out of the three. Now let's go over to the next category of players. Again, same three players, just different boosts. And the skilled players are going to have better attributes than what we just saw. The only kind of funny thing to me on this one is that they're still 97 overall, so I don't think there's going to be a huge difference in the way that you really see them play on the field. Now, this one has 98 speed, 94 man, 96 zone. Pretty good attributes for a cornerback. The problem is, are you really going to put this cornerback on your field when you don't get any good discounted ability buckets at all? Like, if they would have given him 1 instead of the 2 that the specialist has, I could probably make a case for getting Kobe Bryant and go and pick Artist for 0 or Deep Out Zone KO for 1 if that's all you have access to. But for this, they really missed the mark because you literally get nothing. And if you take a look at Quay Walker, pretty good card, 96 speed, 99 hit power, 88 zone, block shed and strength still a little bit low, good tackle here, but you can absolutely not put a middle linebacker out on the field without Lurk Artist, and he actually can get it for 1 AP, but there's so many 0 AP players out there right now, or 0 AP linebackers that get it. You're just putting yourself at a disadvantage, and I just want to stress one more time, if any of these cards meet your theme team, you can throw a lot of what I'm saying out the window. And then when we take a look at Justin Fields, again, we just talked about abilities and how important they are on quarterbacks. Really good attributes here, but there's just absolutely no way that you can put this quarterback on your field when this is all that you have access to. Like, it's literally just Gunslinger for 2 AP. I think Set Feet Lead, if we go back to this bucket, is 5 AP. Hot Route Master is 3. It's just kind of ridiculous there. So this one, not good at all. If I had to pick one of the 3 when it comes to the skilled version players, you're probably going to have to go Kobe Bryant, but it's going to be really rough out there to put a defensive back with no good discounted abilities. And then we have the Motivator. So the Motivators are probably the best option in theory, but I'm going to talk about why they're probably not. And again, this goes back to why I said earlier, you might just want to take the coins or wait and see what we get for the Part 2 players if we're going to get more of them. So Kobe Bryant's Motivator is going to have the same attributes as the Specialist, but he's not going to get the discounted abilities. The main reason you would be taking the Motivators is because they boost other players on your team, but they only boost other players from this promo. And when we take a look at Kobe Bryant's discounts, I'm sorry, not his discounts, his Motivator boosts, they're pretty good. 2 to change of direction, 2 to pursuit, 2 to zone coverage. The problem is, who are you really boosting if you're putting other players from this promo on your team? You got Darius Slay, who has 99 zone already. Amani Hooker, Buda Baker, both have 99 zone. And I think even Foyesade Oluwakin has 98 zone. And there's so many people out there using strategy items that are boosting up zone already. This one would really just be going to waste. Now, the +2 to change direction, I don't really think that's a huge difference aside from maybe your user, and most of the cards in this promo that you would be using already have a high change of direction, like Foyesade Oluwakin, who gets mid-zone KO and Lurk Artist together for 0 AP. He already has 97 change of direction, so I don't think you're going to see that much of a Motivator boost when it's actually on the field. It's not going to make a noticeable difference. So for this one, again, I would pass on it. If it boosted those attributes to all players on your team, absolutely that one would be worth it, but at the end of the day, it's just the players from this promo. This is kind of like a theme team promo at the end of the day, or theme team boost. For Quay Walker's Motivator card, he's going to have the same attributes as the cards that get the discounted abilities again here. And if you're going to put this one on your team, you're going to want to stash him at middle linebacker 3 or 4 because you don't really want him on the field without that Lurk Artist for 0 AP. But he does actually give you some solid boosts, +2 to tackle, +2 to block shed, and +2 to play wreck. The reason that I kind of like this one is because those 3 attributes are something that you don't normally see very high in defensive backs. And I think some of the best cards in this promo right now, again, Amani Hooker, Darius Slay, defensive backs who could probably use a little bit of help with tackling and block shed and play wreck. So for that reason, if you went with this card, and this is, don't use these cards if you're not picking up other players from this promo. Otherwise, they're just going to go to waste. But if you are using a bunch of the defensive backs from this promo, this isn't a bad option to stash, again, at middle linebacker 3 or 4. And then I think the best Motivator one is going to be Justin Fields. Again, in theory, here are his attributes, same as the card that gets the discounted abilities. His Motivator boost is going to give you +2 to pass block, +2 to pass block power, +2 to pass block footwork, and +2 to short route running. The only problem here is that who are you actually boosting on these cards? Quentin Nelson's already a beast and doesn't really need any help. And Jamar Chase gets the +2 to short route running. He's already very good. Now the short route running will go out and help whatever free wide receiver you took, whether it was George Pickens or Chris Carter. And those cards being a 97 overall, they'll get a little bit of a boost, but are you really going to notice a difference on the field with a +2 to short route running? Probably not. So I just want to reiterate here, if we go back to all of the cards, I still think that at the end of the day, the 40K is probably the best move. I think that the Quay Walker Motivator is good from all of the motivators. Kobe Bryant is probably the best specialist card with those discounted abilities. And when it comes to the skilled players, you just don't want to touch any of them because of the lack of the abilities. The overalls and the upgraded attributes really just don't mean anything at the end of the day. So there you have it. Let me know what you're going to do down below in the comment section. Are you going to take a card? Are you going to wait for part 2? Or are you just going to take the 40K? Let me know. Thank you for watching. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.